The 2025 Hungarian Grand Prix will be remembered as one of the most electrifying moments in modern motorsport, a race that transcended mere competition to become a spectacle full of emotion, strategy, and courage. At the heart of this epic narrative are two McLaren drivers, Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri, whose internal rivalry is shaping the season in a truly unique way. Their battle is as intense as it is captivating, with every corner and every second telling a story of perseverance, determination, and pure love for the sport. And while the flags waved at the Hungaroring circuit, the race was far more than a fight for victory. It was a clear demonstration of how the smallest details can completely change the course of a season. On that sunny Sunday, the Formula One world witnessed the fierce drive of Oscar Piastri, determined to earn his first podium win in grand style. The young Australian not only showcased exceptional technical skill, but also impressive resilience as he pushed to challenge Norris in the final laps. He came dangerously close, narrowing the gap to just 0.7 of a second, a ridiculously small margin that in F1 terms is the equivalent of a blink of an eye or a split-second decision. But despite all his effort and bravery, Piastri fell short, unable to overtake the Brit, who maintained his lead with an almost supernatural calm. This created a tension-filled atmosphere. Could there be a more dramatic ending to a race full of twists and turns? The penultimate lap was especially thrilling, as Piastri risked everything with a bold move. Trying to seize any opportunity, he locked up slightly and misjudged the perfect moment to pass Norris. By mere inches, the Australian nearly collided with his teammate, but managed to avoid contact. That moment perfectly captured the complexity of the split-second decisions drivers must make during a race. Every move is calculated, but also demands huge doses of instinct and bravery. For Piastri, that strategic error turned out to be a turning point, as it meant that he had lost his golden opportunity to claim victory. You could feel the tension in the air as fans held their breath, eager to see who would emerge victorious from this titanic battle. After crossing the finish line in second place, Piastri reflected on his performance with a mix of frustration and admiration for Norris's ability to withstand pressure. In post-race interviews, he admitted his best chance of winning relied on a mistake from Norris, something that rarely happens with the Brit. "I knew I needed to be a few tenths closer, but that would have required him to slip up," Piastri said, his words revealing the brutal reality of top-level competition. You never want to let an opportunity go thinking you'll get another lap. That statement resonated deeply, illustrating the relentless mindset needed to compete at the top of Formula One. Only those willing to risk everything have a real shot at victory. On the other side of the garage, Lando Norris once again proved why he's considered one of the most talented drivers of his generation. After a rough start to the weekend where Karun Chandhok and other experts were surprised by his drop in pace between Q2 and Q3, Norris made a phenomenal comeback. His win wasn't just a display of technical skill, but also a testament to his incredible adaptability under pressure. When it seemed like things were slipping out of control, Norris found a way to turn adversity into opportunity. His performance on Sunday was nothing short of extraordinary, cementing his position as a true contender for the 2025 world title. This victory came at a crucial time for Norris, who has now reduced the gap in the Drivers' Championship to just 9 points heading into the summer break. Picture this. Had Piastri won, the gap could have stretched to 23 points, virtually putting Norris in a desperate situation. But thanks to his resilience and McLaren's strategic support, the Brit managed to flip the script. This raises fascinating questions about the role of confidence and mindset in Formula One. One could argue that Norris is learning valuable lessons from seasoned champions like Nico Rosberg, who recently emphasized the importance of blocking out the noise and focusing solely on oneself. As the season progresses, this mindset will be key to helping him navigate the emotional roller coaster that is the race for the world title. Meanwhile, McLaren is watching all of this unfold from the best seats in the house, proud of their two drivers who are lifting the team to new heights. The rivalry between Norris and Piastri isn't seen as a problem. It's viewed as an opportunity to ensure the title is decided purely on merit. Allowing both drivers to fight freely for position is the best way to achieve this ambitious goal. However, this approach does come with risks. Any reliability issue could prove costly, especially in a season as fiercely contested as this one. On top of that, the pressure on both Norris and Piastri will only continue to grow, making it even more vital that they maintain the emotional balance needed to meet rising expectations. Interestingly, the dynamic between the two drivers seems to be evolving into something greater than just an internal rivalry. They're building a narrative that captures the essence of Formula One, the relentless pursuit of perfection, even when facing seemingly insurmountable obstacles. Recently, Piastri agreed with Max Verstappen's view that the title fight has effectively become a two-man battle between him and Norris. This shared perspective highlights the importance of every single point gained or lost throughout the season. After all, in a sport where thousands of a second can make all the difference, consistency is just as vital as occasional brilliance. It's worth noting that just a week ago, after the Belgian Grand Prix, many fans were convinced that Piastri was the name to remember as the likely 2025 world champion. However, Norris's performance in Hungary has drastically shifted that perception. Now, the discussion is more balanced, with both drivers receiving praise for their individual performances. This underscores another defining trait of Formula One, the ability to constantly rewrite the narrative. Where one driver may seem unbeatable one weekend, the next race might expose unexpected vulnerabilities. That unpredictability is exactly what makes the sport so irresistibly exciting. Nico Rosberg, who has personally experienced the highs and lows of a title fight, expressed relief at seeing Norris adopt a mental approach similar to his own during his championship years. He emphasized that as the season goes on, more noise and speculation will swirl around the drivers. Therefore, maintaining an inward focus will be essential to avoid harmful distractions. Norris seems to be listening carefully to that advice, drawing inspiration from past examples as he carves his own path toward success. It'll be fascinating to see how he continues to apply these lessons in the coming months. In the end, the 2025 Hungarian Grand Prix was far more than just a memorable race. It was a microcosm of modern Formula One, where every detail counts and every decision carries monumental consequences. The stories of Norris and Piastri serve as a powerful reminder that in motorsport, there are no guarantees. Everything can change in the blink of an eye, and it's precisely that uncertainty that captures our hearts and minds. As we eagerly await the return of racing after the summer break, one thing is certain: the battle between Norris and Piastri promises to keep delivering unforgettable moments packed with emotion, drama, and passion.